Ladies and gentlemen, you should never underestimate the power of the bass guitar. Never. Not ever. And one key person you should never count out whenever it comes to performing impossible things on a bass guitar is Davie504, a YouTuber who is famous for being ultra quiet, ultra silent, except for when it comes to plucking his bass guitar. Whenever he does that, he's a freaking wizard. DEADMAU5, a while back, said that a bass line from a song of his, Strobe, one of the bass lines that he MIDI sequenced and all that, he said technically it was impossible. Meanwhile, every bassist YouTuber on the internet was just like, let me give that a shot. And no one did it better and had a more popular response than Davie504. So, Nick, you're in a band, and you have a bassist in your band who frequents a lot of bassists on YouTube and everything. Check their techniques and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, like a story about our bassist. Basically, we've been through four. Yeah, basically. Go
ahead.
We've been through four bassists in our band. And when we were looking for our last one, our area is really hard to find musicians that play the same style of music that we do in, because we are the birthplace of country music.
Yeah.
And we're a very bluegrass and country heavy area. And
that tells people where we live.
Yeah, and then most of the people who actually play electric guitars through amplifiers that are not playing in a country band around here are in like a pop punk band. So, yeah, it's hard to find metal musicians. So, basically, I came across this dude and, through a mutual friend, and noticed that he liked, the metal music that I liked. And he's like, I play bass. And he's like, hey, man, if you ever know anybody that needs a bassist. And I was like, actually, we're looking for a bassist right now. And I was like, I'm going to look up real quick and see how he plays, because I haven't looked at his videos yet. And the first video I looked up was him playing frickin' Primus. And I'm like, yeah, man, come try out.
Wait, like which Primus song?
He was playing...
it wasn't Jerry Was a Race Car Driver,
no.
Oh, man.
Start naming Primus songs, because I'm blanking.
My Name is Mud.
No.
John the Fisherman.
No.
Crap.
It's one of the other big ones. Besides those two.
Dang it. Dang it. Big Brown.
Not Winona's Big Brown Beaver.
Dang it. Yeah. Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Okay.
It was one of the ones that's actually real impressive. And I was just like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Come try out for our band. So he ended up joining the band.
Well, there you go.
I have a big appreciation for most instruments, especially ones that I can't personally play. I've picked up bass and played a little bit of it. But there's a lot of things you can do with bass that I have no clue when it comes to. And just... Well, bass is cool in general. Also, a good bassist can take a all-right band and make them amazing.
I agree with that.
Example of, I've been listening to a technical death metal band lately called Beyond Creation.
Uh-huh.
And their bassist is one of the few basses that I've ever heard mixed into metal so well that you can actually always hear him playing. And he does not play what the guitarist is playing. He plays his own thing during every song, and it just makes all of their stuff so unique.
Well,
it sounds amazing.
Another one is Tom Comerford from Rage Against the Machine. You hear him; he's playing bass, his own individual bass solo parts outside of what Tom Morello's playing, and then of course Chris Squire, who unfortunately passed away in 2015, the bassist for Yes, the song Roundabout. Yeah, he that signature bass sound that he had was, a lot of people hear that bass and they're just like, oh, that's because that's the root of the song, not the guitar part or anything like that. It's whenever you hear that punchy bass come in, boom, yeah. But all right, so DDM was actually, I'll just let the video speak for itself.
Oh, wait.
Anyway.
Here you go.
Damn.
That's our bassist.
Nice.
I mean, he's got a bunch of videos like that.
Sounds good, man. Sounds really good.
It was... Wow, he has more videos than I thought he had.
But
Southbound Pachyderm was one he did.
Southbound Pachyderm, okay. So, all right. So we got this video queued up here. This is Davie504 with the supposed impossible bassline by Deadmau5.
Let's see some bass slapping.
But this is when Deadmau5 was in the studio making Strobe.
I would have loved to hear someone try and fucking shred that live. That would be insane. So some of the way that you program that bass is like technically impossible.
He's just like, hold my beer.
I actually think he's Italian, so it would be hold my wine.
Yeah.
It's like, grazie, signore. Hold my wine. Sheesh. I think it's a Fender J bass. It is. It's a J bass. It's a jazz. I like the neck on the jazz better than the P bass because it's thinner, so you can actually reach the strings a lot easier. Some people like the P bass neck because it is thick and it has a different sound. But I think the J bass actually catches the perfect balance. That's just me though. I also like the dampener that he's using at the top of the strings to prevent string buzz.
I feel like I needed that when I was playing bass. It's actually a lot harder to not get buzz on bass than it is on guitar.
By the way, that one guitar I was thinking about getting, the Omen 8, they always most players recommend that you use the dampener because of just how thick it is.
That was awesome. So, my question is, does Deadmau5 have a comment on this video?
I don't know. Actually, I don't.
He said he'd love to
know.
see somebody shred this. I feel like he would be up at the top if he did.
I figure maybe he'd pinned it. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would say he would have pinned it if he had actually commented on it for sure. Well, somebody needs to show this to Deadmau5 if he's not seen it.
Yeah. No, I think Deadmau5 would get a kick out of this.
Yeah.
There's been several miraculous moments on stream that Deadmau5 has had. Have you seen the one where he accidentally redid just by accident? He was playing around with sequencers and all that on his keyboards, and then he was doing one. It was a repeater and a phaser. It was like and then what he did was he went da 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 da. Oh no! Did I just? He rediscovered Darude's Sandstorm
By accident, pretty much.
It was too good. He was just sitting there. He's just like, I can't fucking believe I just did that. Damn it! Now, that's a meme. Hi, internet.
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
I've never actually caught any of his streams or seen really any clips from him.
Oh well, yeah. He's an avid streamer. He always live streams a lot of his song building process. I also
saw he was playing games with somebody that I watch.
He played with Ninja a few times, and I believe he's played with what's his name? He's a. I'll have to show you his house tour. Linus from Linus Tech Tips actually went to Deadmau5's castle.
Oh, really?
And did a house tour. His studio, dude. If I could record one song in that studio, I'd be happy.
Wait, so he lives in a castle?
Pretty much in Canada.
Damn it.
Dude, in Canada, he lives in this huge... He calls it the Mouse House. When Linus is just like, this is more like a mouse mansion because this thing is absolutely ridiculous. But that's like the main floor of the house. He converted his bedroom, the master bedroom, into the studio.
So he doesn't call it the House of Mouse?
He can't copyright. He can't copyright.
He's not making any money off of it, though.
It doesn't matter. Disney will come after him anyway. It's just like him wanting to trademark the mouse head and ears with the smiley face.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. But then Disney was just like, no, it's it's too close to our trademark. That'll be trademark infringement. And DEADMAU5 is just like, well, screw you guys. I'm gonna pull all of my music from your streaming platforms just because of that. And they're like, we're Disney. We can do what we want. And apparently they can because, hey,
seems to be a theme as of late.
Yeah. But honestly, man, you know how ridiculous his studio is?
I'm sure it's ridiculous.
It's actually suspended. The room itself is suspended off of the ground. Just so that you can actually capture perfect sound, sound more perfectly. It's ridiculous. And in his basement, he has like a 6-way land station where he can live stream to the internet. He could have just LAN parties in his basement whenever he wants. It's beautiful. I love it.
I mean, that's all cool and all. It's just I've always really, really wanted to live in a castle, and I'm jealous as fuck about that.
That's fine. It's okay, dude. Don't worry.
It's like if I'm ever rich and or even if I'm ever just really bored and own a piece of property that's large enough and just want to carry the stones from who knows where for long enough, I will hand build a fucking castle to live in.
It's like, I want
Guys,
this.
I want a castle.
I want to build a castle. You do? Yes. So, I'll have to show you that
and
video.
it will have
it's
a moat,
ridiculous.
But instead of alligators in the moat, it will have river otters.
Yeah, I can just see them there, just patting their bellies, laying
People
on their
are
backs
like,
in the
isn't
water.
this guy supposed to be metal? I'm like, I like otters.
It's like you got a problem with sea otters, bro?
You can be metal and still think animals are cute because animals are awesome.
Animals are awesome and tasty.
Animals are metal. They are also delicious sometimes.
I'm sorry. All right. Well,
sometimes, all the time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
there's certain animals I probably wouldn't eat.
God. All right. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. This was Davie504's DEADMAU5 baseline that he said was impossible. If DEADMAU5 has seen this, which I think he probably has by now, that's awesome. And also, Davie504, really good bass work, dude.
Yeah,
Killer. Killer bass work.
That's definitely impressive.
Absolutely. So
I love that. Good bass is also just it's hard to describe.
Yeah, it's just something you feel. You feel it in your bones, and you're just like, "That's good bass."
Yeah,
that's good bass.
It's like it touches your soul, so to speak. So I like it.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you all very much for tuning in, and until next time, signing off. I'm Nate.
Nick.
I'm Kyra.
And until next time, we'll see you then. Peace out.